And hello, my beautiful air signs. Elsie here to do your reading for the week ahead, my friends. Whether you are Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, thank you for clicking here, or whether you're cross-watching, I appreciate you all the same. So we're going to go at it with the oracles as we do, and we're going to answer questions about work, about money, about love, whatever decides to come up, whatever's in the collective general energy. So first of all, I read for Libra, of course, because it's still Libra season, and happy birthday, Libra, by the way. Let me know in the comments how your monthly your birth month is going. Some of you will celebrate the whole month. And so Aquarius and Gemini, if you don't mind scooting along, find your place on the reel here. I will be there with you in just a second. All right, here we go, Libra. Let's figure it out. What's going on with you? Tell me what's coming up for the week ahead for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me what is up for Libra. Libra, if you're interested in a private read, please look in the description. Look around the flowers. I have a sale on until the end of the month, till the 31st of October. And it's 10% off all of my services. Please look in the description for a link and a code. All right, here we go. Simplicity and relaxation. Well, that's not bad at all midweek. Just saying. Simplicity. It feels like things begin to slow down for you. Simplicity makes me feel like you are breaking things down to the most simple form. So you're taking care of the basics. And look, the basics can be this. It can be self-care and it can be relaxation. Maybe you have been burning the candle at both ends, Libra. Tell me what else Libra needs to know for the week ahead, please. We have a barrier. So I think there was something stopping you from relaxing, stopping you from slowing it down and getting to the basics. To me, the basics are always self-care. In the future, we have relax. Look, I think there's a really, really clear message here, my friend. It's time to get back into better balance. I think somebody's out of balance. I know, Libra. Libra can get out of balance too once in a while. Absolutely. I think there's something that's been stopping you from this, and it's partially you, of course, but I feel like life's got you on the ropes, as I would say. It feels like you're kind of taking some gut punches from life lately. And I feel like the universe knows that if you break it down to its most simplest form, I feel like with simplicity, it's self-care first. It's always you. If your self-care is not in place and your mental health is not being taken care of, everything in your life will suffer. Your parenting skills, your job, everything. Yeah. So I feel like it's time for you to slow down and relax. I do want to say that maybe you've taken a couple gut punches on the rope lately. Yeah, on the ropes here. We've got immerse, foresee, calm. Look, I'm telling you, prepare. Prepare for a transition. I feel like somebody here is about to get some sort of an upgrade. You're about to ascend through this new moon or go to a new timeline to do something different than you've done before. You're supposed to prepare for a transition. And I feel like that what you foresee is the calm. I think you need to immerse yourself in the calm, right? Have a cup of tea. Do something for you. Sit down, look out the window. Like, it doesn't always have to be go, 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 go. And I think that sometimes when we fill our lives with every minute, it feels like you're running away from some head shit. And I think that it's going to take some relaxation and breaking it down to the very most simple energies, which is taking care of the self first. Blessings, miracles, and happiness. Look, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. I feel like this relaxation, if you can get it down, it feels like some of you need to get connected again with your intuition, connected again with your source. It feels like the relaxation of reading, I'm always imagining that person reading like self-help, because the moon is there. It feels like somebody is really sort of searching within, trying to find their connection to the universe. Yeah, I suppose it is maybe it's a week after the full moon. Oh, and the full moon's at the end of the month, 28th. I'm going to say that there's some deep healing that needs to be done here, and it needs to be done in relaxation. It's time for you to start taking better care of you, whatever that means to you. I don't know if it means taking yourself out to lunch or a movie, or if it means laying in the bath every night in a very hot bath, whatever it is, you need to start doing the things for you that you used to do for you. It feels like somebody has, you've gotten too busy. You started taking care of everybody else. But I think what's for you in the future is miracles, blessings, and happiness. I'm just going to say, but for right now, it's supposed to be the stillness. You might be trying to forgive somebody for something that they did to you. Remain flexible, my friend. Flexibility was the next card that was on the bottom of the deck. All right. Here we go, Libra. You can be pretty flexible, Libra. You're known to be flexible, but you're also known to do whatever you can to the exclusion of things that might be good for you in order to keep balance. For instance, if you're in a relationship that's very, very much out of balance, if somebody here is not giving you, you'll overgive to them in order to create balance. You know what I mean? So it feels like it can be to your detriment sometimes that you require the balance. And so maybe you provide it or make it in order for it to be balanced, even though it's a false balance. Do you know what I mean? I think that's a bit of a barrier. I think that's where it's gotten you here. So I feel like I'm speaking to a Libra who is very exhausted, feeling used up, feeling like they just don't have any more in them. I feel like that's a bit of a barrier. I want to say that this barrier card, we do have this full moon coming up at the end of the month here. And I feel like if you can see that after the full moon, it's like the path is clear. It's like it's like you're out on the open road. Looking for adventure, whatever will come your way. Yep, born to be wild. I think you were born to be wild, and I think that at some point you forgot yourself. I think it's because your attention was on someone else other than you. We've got the 8 of Wands. All right. 8 of Wands, things moving quickly. I feel like things after this full moon will begin to move quickly. Simplicity. What else is this? There we go. Sorry, these ones were all face up in the middle of the deck. So, all right. Got the Wheel, got the 10 of Cups in reverse. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. In the distance, we have the King of Swords. King of Swords and the Hanged Man. Someone cut you out of the tree. This is the first thing I saw when I very first saw this card, and I didn't know what it was before I had an understanding of it. The first thing I thought was, well, there's nobody around to catch this person. Eventually, they're going to have to cut themselves out of the tree. And then here is the King of Swords. Yeah, I feel like somebody cut you out where you were trying to see it from another side or their side, possibly. Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I feel like you came to some sort of realization, possibly, that you had to cut somebody out of your life. Yeah, because they weren't giving you the stability that you need in order to function. And that's the thing about Libra. And not so much when it comes up in the rising, but also in the moon and the sun. It's a very intense energy of must have stability, must have balance. All right. So the barrier is about to be removed. I feel that after the end of October, I think it's the 28th, 29th, depending what part of the world you live in, southern or northern hemisphere. But the 8 of Wands is telling me that after the barrier is gone, and I feel like this eclipse energy that's coming up for you is going to be very poignant. There is an eclipse with a new moon on the same day, and it is happening in your sign, Libra. And I'm telling you that the sun and the moon will be in your sign at the same time, my friend. That means that the sun is going to cast light on things that were in the moon energy. Things you didn't want to see, things you stuffed down there and threw an achievement on, stuffed down there and threw food on, drinks on. Do you know what I mean? It feels like some things are coming to the surface. There's going to be a purge for you. So don't be surprised if you're very, very emotional in the week ahead. Yeah, because without balance, it's kind of hard to function for you. Things must be in balance for you. You don't like when things are out of their place. Breaking it down to simplicity, my friend, which I believe here is being open to signs and symbols from the universe. Also, simplicity is breaking it down to the basics, which I believe that you've been lacking in self-care, because you're the kind of person who creates balance around you, which might mean helping this one, helping that one, helping this one, helping that one. We have the wheel here. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, and Leo energy. It's all the fixed energies. I feel like you're going through a lot of change. You're going through a lot of change. I think it's here now, but I also feel that you're probably going to feel it most intensely midweek next week, because we're moving in on that full moon, right? I feel like, with it only being a week away or so, you already feel that energy. So I want to say that there's a lot of changes taking place in your life right now. And I want to just say to you, please slow down. Please always take care of yourself first. Please detoxify from any unnecessary commitments that you had. Please stop servicing everyone, being there for everyone. Please just take a little bit of time in the week next week, even if it's just one 24-hour period of taking care of yourself, because you're in flux. And it's really hard on you, Libra, when you're trying to keep everything in balance and the universe keeps throwing changes at you. You could be having changes right now that are really hard to deal with, because the fixed signs don't like to have their backs against the wall. Like, we don't like to be pushed. I say we because I'm a Taurus sun. But the fixed signs, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, don't make them make a decision on the spot, because you're never going to get it from them. Like, it feels like somebody's resisting moving forward. And that tells me that this barrier, there may have been something behind the barrier. The house is here, right? There may have been something behind the barrier here, or that was the barrier to you moving on. And it might have been you playing house with somebody. Or maybe you were the person who was playing house and the other person wasn't really giving you, like, you were looking for, playing house. Like, you were taking care of this person, doting on them and maybe helping them and, really giving them all of your attention, but they weren't really doing that for you. I think that was a barrier to things moving forward and the Wheel of Fortune being here. I think through this relaxation, you're supposed to meditate. I think you're supposed to be kind with yourself. Stop beating yourself up mentally. And if you can't do that, please find a book to read. Please find a meditation to do. Whatever it is that makes you feel good. Don't do the things that people expect of you. Please do the things that you want to do for you. Look, if that means just wrapping in a blanket, cocoon style, and laying on the sofa, just like watching all of the Housewives shows, look, do it. You need it. You need to just shut off the mind. You're always thinking about how to get balance. Shut off the mind and relax. I want to say that this is a time of healing for you, because the Ten of Cups is in the reverse. It does feel to me like you were in a relationship where you were giving everything and someone else was really barely giving you anything. I think they gave you a lot of promises, or maybe they agreed with you. Might be one of those types, right? Agree with you, agree with you, agree with you, and then all of a sudden they cut you out. So it feels like you didn't know if there was anything wrong. I don't think that you knew. But also what you didn't know is this relationship was karmic. It was a barrier actually to the rest of your life. So I think that that person was supposed to be in your life for a short time. It was a karmic relationship that was super, super happy at one point. I feel like it gave you a lot of emotional happiness. So I think that while you're relaxing while you're in the relaxation, I feel that, I feel like you're healing some things here. Because I think that you had an idea or a dream. I'm looking at this dreamy energy. You had an idea or a dream of what you wanted it to be, and it didn't turn out to be that way. Yeah. About self-mastery, right? There's relax, self-mastery. It's about taking care of you now. It's about saying no to people that usually only call you in times of distress or times when they need something. It's time to say no to those people. And no, period. That's a whole damn sentence right there. Just know that. So we have the Eight of Pentacles. It is self-mastery. I do believe you're turning inward, and I think it is time for you. I think you're working on the self. Yeah. Okay, let's clarify a little bit. All right, let's take a look. Now I can't remember if I said it, but Libra, there is a sale on for private readings if you're interested. There is 10% off of all my services until October 31st at midnight. Please look in the description for the flowers. There is a code there and a link to Wizio. All right, tell me about Libra, please. Yeah, you're unlocking a door to the 10 Pentacles here. And I think that this relationship that you were in that didn't go well, I feel it was necessary. It was supposed to end because you're the Magician. And the 10 of Pentacles is here. I feel like what starts to move really quickly here is you start to get more social. You start to go out with people. People who are your people, the ones who are going to give you reciprocity. So you don't have to carry the whole relationship, friendship, platonic or love or whatever, so you don't have to carry the whole relationship. It feels like someone is going to give you reciprocity. It almost feels like this was a bit of a block. This relationship that you had was a block, and it feels like once that block is gone, I mean, for some of you, I could be telling you that your relationship is coming to an end because this is the energy for next week, right? So for some of you, you're like, man, I'll just shut it off because she doesn't know what she's talking about, but, you know, eventually, at some point, I do. Yeah. All right. So I think you're unlocking the 10 Pentacles. You're the Magician. You have all the power. You're the captain of the ship, right? You realize your power and your worth, and you know that it's worth it. Like, you know that you are worth friends, like people coming in and giving you reciprocity. You shouldn't have to work so hard at it, and I don't think you're going to have to going forward. Nope. I think you're making a bunch of changes as it pertains to who is first in the pecking order now. And I think it's you. Yep, there it is, Queen of Pentacles. She is the one who is mimicking the Empress. The Empress is the one who is the master of the self-care, right? The person who loved themselves into existence. When all parts of them were scattered, they brought all the queens together and learned all the lessons, and that's why they are the Empress. The Queen of Pentacles here is the one who's living as though she already has it. So whether or not you are living at an Empress level, because it is more about wisdom than being a Taurus or a Libra. The Empress is Taurus and Libra, but it's more about learning the lessons. So I think that what's in flux right now, it could be financially for you. Things are in flux. Things are in flux and change as it pertains to love. I feel like that right now, I feel like you're in a state of being a little bit impatient, because I think that you thought that this 10 of Cups was going to be the forever thing, because the 10 of Cups in the upright is. It's the happiness, right? It's the family, it's everything. But I feel like the 10 of Cups in the reverse tells me that it just didn't work out the way you wanted it to. So the Ace of Cups here, I feel there's changes in love going on for you right now. Something's ending, and or something has ended. I think for some of you, something will be ending, whether it's next week or further ahead than that. I feel like there are changes in your stability. So maybe for some of you, you lived with this person and now you got to move, or it could be just changes in your pentacle world in general are in flux. Everything's changing. It's all up in the air. The Three of Wands is in the reverse, and it feels like right now you're sort of impatient to get things in balance again, because I feel like there's a bunch of changes and fluxing going on and you don't like it. No, the Three of Wands is like, I'm impatient. I want to go out there and find out what's there. It's like you want to attack it and balance it. But I think that you're supposed to be in this place right now of not really knowing what's coming. These changes are being made for a reason. Tell me about the 10 of Cups and the relaxation. Yeah, you're going through an upgrade, a transition, whatever you want to call it, a transformation in the heart space. You're becoming more courageous. I feel like you're realizing in this, it feels like meditation or healing. It feels like maybe hermit energy. To me, while you're there, I feel as though you're really searching self, and I think it brings some sort of a rebirth for you and makes you feel courageous about love. You realize not everybody's going to hurt you like that. Not everybody's going to be that person. and we shouldn't hang our old relationships on the new ones. I think that you have realized that maybe you've dodged a bullet here. It feels like you become courageous in the way that you think about love and healing in the heart space, and maybe it's time to put me first. We've got Scorpio energy, we've got Pisces and Cancer energy here. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Aries. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius here in the future. We've got Piscean energy here in the future as well. Yeah, it's time for the self-care, my friend. It's time to stop looking for relationships and start focusing on you. Because I feel it works out the same way all the time. I feel like you're the one that fights for the balance, and no one else cares if there's any balance, which means that you end up getting exhausted pretty easy. Yeah, I feel like with this care, this relaxing, and the Eight of Pentacles being the looking inward, going over the details of myself. What do I need? What do I need? I think what you need is 8 Pentacles in 1 tells me you need to be single. You need to be abundant. Find your confidence. You need to start a business or travel, or you need to find the job you've always wanted. It feels like now is your time for you to look inside. It's time for you to find your own stability and not need the +1. The 8 of Swords is in the reverse, which tells me I think you agree with me. I think you agree with me in that you're saying, yeah, I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to stop overthinking it. I'm just going to let it go. It hurts me too much. I'm just going to stop looking for it. The thing is whatever's meant for you will never pass you by, and I'll always tell you that because it's my life. Whatever's meant for me will never pass me by. I feel like there's all kinds of choices you're going to get to make just because you choose to get out of this energy of the 8 of Swords. And you're going to have a choice in love. And somebody is going to see your worth. Somebody's going to invest in you. And you're not going to have to really work at it that hard. You shouldn't have to. All right. First, I feel, unfortunately, some of you are about to go through some heartache, some heartbreak. I feel like there's some disappointments coming up for you. And it's going to put you into hermit mode, wondering why, finding the wisdom about why it happened. And that's so important. I think that's what's happening here. All right, I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate you, Libra, so much. Happy birthday. And I'll be back because I'm always back. Love y'all. Bye-bye. And hello, Gemini. Thank you so much for waiting for me here. I do appreciate you. Gemini, we're just going to start with this deck here. We will move to that one. These are both Oracle decks. Get some energy from here about the week ahead for you, and then we will, I'll read those cards out to you with the tarot as well. We'll hit it up with the tarot, see what comes up. Here we go. Gemini, if you're interested in a private read, please know that there is room over at Wizio. I'm having a sale, 10% off all my services. And look in the description around the flowers. You'll see the code you need. All right. Here we go, Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the week ahead. Please tell me about Gemini. If you're cross-watching, thank you for doing that. Gemini, we have enlightenment. Ooh, and illumination. It feels like somebody is going through some sort of a realization here. You're seeing something for what it is. Your third eye is opening. Somebody is becoming aware of something, like acutely aware of something that they have been kind of blinded to for a while. We have opportunity. There is an opportunity here, Gemini. And I think as we're looking at the deep purple or the violet, we can tell that it's probably an awareness that you have now. This opportunity, I feel, comes with the enlightenment. The illumination allows you to see it for what it is. What else is here? Diligence, forgiveness. Okay. So it feels like that maybe you're going to ask for or want to receive forgiveness. Maybe you're just the one pursuing it, because diligence is here with the opportunity. Diligence, opportunity, and forgiveness tells me that you're not going to stop until you're able for your heart to rest about something. You're just not going to stop until you get the opportunity to either give or receive forgiveness. All right. Tell me more about Gemini, please. For the week ahead, tell me more about Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. All right. We have commit. Okay. commit. That looks like the Ace of Pentacles to me. Like something is going to change your life. A commitment to being enlightened or seeing something for what it really is. I feel is like it's going to bring you to great heights. There is a boat that's leaving the water headed to the sky. And I mean, it could be, yeah, it could be that's a crashing wave, but it almost feels like this is somebody who's taking off to somewhere new, like a new commitment, or there's some sort of enlightenment that you've received. Some things have been illuminated. You see it now, and you didn't see it before. There's going to be an opportunity, because I see that as the Ace of Pentacles, the opportunity to commit. And we did see opportunity under the deck here, right? Under the bottom of the deck, yeah. All right. We have receive. Look, you're receiving something. It's abundant. The fish are here. I feel like it's something you slept on for a while, or that you're seeing it in your dreams. It came to you in you're probably receiving. Oh, yes. Okay. All these messages are coming in now. I feel like with the full moon being here, it feels like you are going to receive some sort of download in a dream. The full moon is at the end of the month. Yeah, it's something abundant, something that's going to make you happy or feel like you can do anything. We've got impulse, nourish, and illuminate. Again, we have illuminate and heal this time. Look at this. There's some sort of a thought pattern that you had, I think, Gemini, that I feel like you are nourishing your need to act impulsively. I feel like you've had a realization that you need to heal that. You need to stop acting impulsively. So I feel like you could have some fire energy, possibly, Gemini. So your fire energy, you could have Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo somewhere close in your chart, like your moon and your rising. Let's get some tarot. All right, tell me about Gemini, please, for the week ahead. Tell me about the week ahead, please, for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for Gemini. All right. It is something that you want to take inspired action on. I feel you're taking action on some sort of commitment that I feel is life-changing or abundant. It feels like with that great big oval staring at me, it reminds me of the Ace of Pentacles. It feels like commitment to some sort of investment opportunity. We have enlightenment. Enlightened about the Queen of Wands. And I did say that I did feel some fire energy here. So Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, you've had some sort of an enlightenment about possibly a Queen of Wands, someone who is masculine or feminine. Could be a woman with masculine or feminine energy. Of course, we all have both, but I mean, the Queen of Wands is feminine leaning energy. So we have the Six of Wands here. The illumination, there's a victory in the illumination. What's going on here, Gemini? This is a pretty strong energy. You're seeing something for what it really is. Somebody here is getting a lot of attention, and I think it's the Queen of Wands. It's interesting that the Queen of Wands is with the Six of Wands, because the Queen of Wands is the one who sits on the throne in spite of everything she's been through, right? This person is tough. They got thick skin. They've been through a lot of things that hurt them. Yeah, they don't need anyone. This person is can be alone and happy, and this person is also known to go rogue, like somebody who'll agree with you up front and then go do what they want behind their back. The thing I can't ignore here is we have the King and the Queen, which is very interesting. So I think that you see this person as a soulmate. And so I feel like, Gemini, you've come to an illumination, an enlightenment that there is a soulmate here. And this person's getting a lot of attention. And I think that you realize that now. We have the King of Cups. It's time for you to receive love, my friend. It's time for you to receive, it's time for someone to pour into you like you've poured into someone else forever. Like, I think that no matter what relationship it is that you've been in, whether it's platonic or romantic, I feel like you're the one that goes all in, like way deep. You could have Scorpio in your chart. Of course, Pisces and Cancer are here as well in a general reading. It feels like you're about to receive the same kind of love you give. Yeah. We have the Devil. Interesting. The 10 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. It does feel like part of the burden that you've been carrying around is the Devil energy. It's doubt. It's fear. Feeling like you're not enough. Feeling like everything's bigger than you, like you can't take it on. I feel like those are the burdens that you're dropping here. The 10 of Wands is present, and then the 9 of Cups is here. It's really quite beautiful. It feels like there's everything that you need in the present moment is coming. That's what you're about to receive. Like the King of Cups has 1 cup, and then there's 9 here. There's 9 in the future. So I feel like your 10 of Cups is on the way. You're about to receive your 10 of Cups. I think you need to take inspired action in order to receive the 10 Cups, because the King of Wands is here, and the Queen of Wands is the soulmate. It's a soulmate. It's a realization that you want to commit to this soulmate, and this person has a lot of attention, and now you've just realized that this person has got a lot of attention, and I feel like I want to say that this person is going to love you the way that you love. All right. It's clarified a little bit. This person is going to make you feel so comfortable in the way that they love you that you're just going to be able to drop all of this. No more Devil energy. No more obsessive thoughts. No more obsessing. No more trying to treat a broken heart with alcohol or drugs or whatever it is. No more of that. No, someone here is going to love you like you love. And how deep is that, right? The King of Cups is very deep. This is also someone who's not throwing tantrums, someone who's very emotionally available, someone who's emotionally intelligent. Okay. The World card shows up. Okay, Gemini, you're a friend of this person. You already know the Queen of Wands. This is someone that you've either worked with them or volunteered with them. Maybe you met them a friend through a friend of a friend. But I feel like this is someone that you already know. This is someone who is your friend. Someone who's very spicy and someone who's very impulsive. Someone who... the Queen of Wands is Sagittarius. You don't take Sagittarius to the party. The Sagittarius is the party. This person's really fun and silly, right? I think that this is a friend right now. And I think that you want to drop the friend burden because I think you want to commit to this person because I think you feel that they are your soulmate. That you see that they are the go-getter, the one who follows their passion, the one who follows the path that makes them feel passionate and like they're full of life. And I think you're the same way. And I think that's why you're attracted to this person. But I think they're currently your friend. But guess what? The World card is here, snuggled up to the 3 of Pentacles, right? So it's bringing this friendship to an end. And I think that that's the part that's kind of burdensome here, because you do want to commit to this person and take inspired action. But it feels like, once you cross the line from friendship to being in love, it's not like you have to stop being friends, but there is it's a closing of a chapter, right? We're no longer friends. We're now interested in each other in terms of love. So we have the 7 of Wands. We have the Emperor and the Queen of Wands again. So guess what? You're the one that has to take the first step. You need to step out of line. Yeah, I feel like you need to to be the one to take charge of the situation. But I think that right now you're kind of holding your ground with this person. I want to say that maybe you're not really talking to them, or maybe you're not feeling very flexible about moving forward, about taking this inspired action. The Queen of Wands, whether you're the King of Wands or not, the Queen of Wands is someone who can be a little bit intimidating because they're not listening to you. I want to say the Queen of Wands is also the Emperor, my friend. So I think if you are the Emperor, when the Emperor is in the room, so are all the kings, right? All the wisdom of all the kings. And I feel like this Queen of Wands is also an emperor. So this person is probably the ruler of their own empire. They're probably a business owner, someone who follows the fires in their heart. This is the person that you have had this enlightenment about. Yep, that you see somebody who's just like you. I feel like you're the one that does have to take charge of this situation, because we are talking about feminine masculine energies. And while the Queen of Wands is predominantly feminine, the Emperor is predominantly masculine. Yeah. Very cool. Six of Wands and illumination. It's almost like you realize that this person is just like you, come from a hard place, is gaining, making gains, and really working hard and pushing forward and getting victories. And a lot of people are watching this person. So your person could be someone, the Queen of Wands could be someone who's in the public eye. So they could be someone who is on a platform. Maybe they're a TikToker, or someone who spends their time being watched by other people. Other people admire them as well. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, after you realize that's what's going on here, the universe answers back with the Wheel of Fortune, and now we're racing for the finish line here. That's what it feels like. Yeah, moving forward. Look, you with your illumination and your enlightenment, the realization that this is the soulmate and you no longer want to be friends, you want to be lovers. I feel like you're very attracted to each other. There's like a crazy instantaneous connection, because Sagittarius is here, and so Sagittarius mixes with any fire sign. Aries and Leo are just like magic. The Six of Wands, I feel like your person's getting a lot of attention. I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, if your person's getting a lot of attention, that's about to grow. So there is a lot of changes, I feel, going on within you right now. And some of those changes are about to be illuminated to you. The Wheel of Fortune, there's about to be a great big damn spotlight on the Wheel of Fortune. It feels like there's a lot of changes that are going on in terms of how you have to close old chapters, lots of changes in what you want in terms of commitment. It feels like you've been stuck for a while. The Six of Swords tells me you're no longer stuck, that you've learned the lessons that you need to learn in order to move forward here. Tell me about the Six of Wands. This person is your soulmate. The Queen of Wands is your soulmate here. This person is full of courage and wisdom. Yep, they are. That's why people like them. That's why they're in the public eye, or why they get a lot of attention, because they are full of wisdom and they're courageous. And I always say about the Strength card, it's important to realize that the Strength is like the harnessing of strength. It's like you know your power, but you choose not to wield it. And that in itself is the Strength, is that holding yourself back by not just giving your energy out, or you're not just by rampaging anything. Like, I feel like it's by running at things. I feel like the Leo energy is here, and you no longer are running at things because you have a lot of wisdom, that's what you see in your Queen of Wands here, that this person is no longer making impulsive decisions. They're harnessing their power. They're very full of wisdom. And this person is showing up as the Six of Cups again. I feel like this is a past life connection. Tell me about the King of Cups. You're about to receive passionate love here. It's coming in pretty quickly, I feel. And that being said, you're the Emperor. So you're the one that's taking the action and moving forward. So it is all up to you. But I feel like you're going to do it soon. This doesn't end any bad way. We've got the King of Cups, someone who's going to love you like you love them. And I think that's what you're receiving here. receive, it says. And I feel like you are receiving something in a dream. It's a realization that wish fulfillment is here, that I can be as happy as 10 cups. If I bring this cup to the person who has 9 cups, I can have it all. I can have the hot passion, sexy stuff. I can have the deep, deep, abiding, trusting, slow kind of love. I can have the full house. I can have the stability of a relationship that's passionate. And I feel that the 9 of Cups is here as well. The thing is that 4 and 1 is 5. And so you're still hesitating. Yeah. So I think that going into the week ahead, you have some things to think about. You're concealing some things from the Queen of Wands. And I feel those are feelings. The Sun is here. Yeah. Oh, there it is. That's what you're doing. That's what you're containing. There we go. The Lovers, the Sun, and the 7 of Swords. There it is. Yep. All right. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here. I love you guys. And thanks for being in the comments. I appreciate you. I'm going for now. Love you. Bye-bye. And hello, Aquarius. Thank you so much for waiting here for me. I appreciate you so much. All right, so let's take a look at it. We're going to look at the Oracle cards first, Aquarius, and we'll see what's coming up in the week ahead for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, if you are cross-watching an Aquarius. Thank you for doing that. Who wouldn't want to? And if you are interested in a private read, please look in the description below. There is a sale on until the end of the day, October 31st. So till midnight on October 31st, you can get 10% off any of my services. All right, there's a code you'll need. It's in the description. Here we go. Let's talk about you, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. It is for the week ahead. It will always be for the week ahead whenever you find this. These are predictions. All right. Ooh, you're stepping through the gateway, my friend. What's going on here? Tell me more about that. Gateway is never a bad place to be, but it is a place of realization. Oh, look at this. Going forward, as we say, it's a place of realization. I think that you just unstuck yourself, Aquarius. Yeah, that's what it feels like. It feels like you're finally shaking free of this death grip you've had on yourself. Like not allowing yourself to move from a position that you were so sure that you were right about. But even though you weren't right about the situation, you still wouldn't leave. You still wouldn't go. Mentally, emotionally, whatever it was, you wouldn't go. Because you couldn't come to terms with the fact that you weren't right. And that's a hard place to be. That would keep you chasing for sure. But look, I do feel that you stepped through some sort of portal. Could be literally, maybe not. Maybe it's a portal of sleep. But I feel like it's a gateway to moving forward. And I'm going to say that it's going to be like a place that you've never been before. So please don't be alarmed if you feel lost. You've never been here before. Of course you're lost. You're the one who's breaking trail. Yeah. You're the leadership. You're the leadership one, right? You're the one who's breaking trail for everybody else. All right. What else do we need to know about Aquarius, please? Got strength. I love it. It's like it's your one last push to get through the gateway. It feels like something turns good at a moment when you feel like you just cannot take another thing. You can't take another emotional punch. You can't take another verbal attack. You can't, like, it feels like having to be strong. Having courage, needing to find strength. That tells me that you're learning a bunch of lessons that require you to be strong. And that's turbulent times. Yep, careful what you wish for. So I feel like this time is coming to an end. This turbulent time is coming to an end. It feels like and I want to say, if you feel lost, if you feel like you have no direction, please see it as a blessing. Because I feel it's this, like who walks on set and sees a unicorn there, right? Like it feels like this is like, you're like, wait a second, I thought there were no such thing. It's like a place you can't decipher, you don't understand, you're going to feel lost. And that sometimes is the best place to be. It's like the Fool card. It's 0 things, but it's all the possibilities therein, right? If we're starting at the beginning, there's infinite amount of possibilities. And that's what I feel comes for you as you step through the gateway here. Going forward. You're finally deciding to break your own trail. Yeah. Record. When I say record, it makes me feel like you should video blog it. It feels like you should video blog it or begin to journal, start writing about it. So many bestsellers so many bestsellers and all kinds of manuscripts that come from people who just simply wrote down their thoughts on paper. Whether that was maybe it feels like it's something that you're supposed to do also for your posterity, like for people who come after you that don't know you, like grandchildren and great-great-grandchildren. It's like you're supposed to write down your thoughts, so those people that have not yet been conceived or born, or even the thought of them has been conceived, that you'll be guiding them. That's kind of beautiful. Wow. So write down your thoughts. You're the thinker, right? You're the thinker. You're highly intelligent. Start recording some of those things. I think it's going to be useful in the future. All right. Let's look at what is here. Pleasure, enlightenment, and openness. I like it. So it looks like it's time to get grounded. We've got a theme here, right? We've got path. There's a path on here. There's a path through here. It feels like you're supposed to get grounded or get back to the basics. And that could mean quite literally going out camping or hiking, or it could mean maybe going and staying at a cabin by yourself for a while you decide you're going to start writing some manuscripts. You're going to start recording things that are going on in your life. All right. Let's take a look at some tarot. What are we going to use? Okay. There we go. I think that you've had to be strong, and it's going to take some strength to step through the gateway, and that means that everything is going to change. It's accepting that you have the power. You have the power. It's like you harness this power. That's your strength, and you're going to need all of it to step through the gateway. Because I think you really need to be brave in order to move forward. You need to be able to challenge your own thinking. They'll get you into trouble every time when you make up your mind about something and then it doesn't go that way. Tell me about strength for Aquarius, please. Tell me about strength. Oh, look at that. The strength in knowing that you are the person who's in charge, the person at the wheel, at the helm. And you're the person who can make change at any time. It's really cool. The Emperor energy with strength is like a very big warrior. Like everybody, like this person's got scars, and I'm looking at this, right? Feminine or masculine, but this person's like got scars, and they don't care if you see them, and like it feels like this person has been through quite a bit, and I'm probably talking about you. What's this? The Six of Swords. I like it. Moving on. It's beautiful. It is the learning of lessons I see as the Six of Swords. It's movement. It's deciding that you're worth more than the chaos. And so you make the decision, a mental decision to move to the calm. And in doing that, it feels like, why would you take all, I always say my logical brain, my Taurus sun brain says, why would you take all those heavy swords with you? And swords in a boat, really? And I feel like it's because it's things that we don't want to forget. Messages and lessons, things people taught us. And so I think that it's time for you to shake yourself free here. It's taking the great strength of a warrior to move forward. Like, I don't know who I'm connecting to, but it's taking so much of you to step into this Emperor energy. Because I feel like in order to step into the Emperor energy, you have to leave every other energy behind. And I think it's been hard as you step through the gateway and things begin to move again. I feel like you were stuck back here for a long while. We have the Temperance in reverse. Moving forward with bumps and bruises, man. Yeah. The Temperance card is in the reverse. Moving forward anyway. You're scared, but you're going anyway. Yeah. Because this is a new dawn. It's a new day. Oh, it's a new life. And I'm feeling good. Oh, yeah, it's Michael Bublé. That just came up out of nowhere. So, yeah, look, you're going to feel good. But the thing is this, I feel like this is a rough, not even a rough patch. I think it's been a rough few years. And I think it's a lot to do with the fact that it's really super hard for you to change your mind about something, about money, about career, about relationship, I think it is something that kind of follows you around. I want to say from relationship to relationship, whether it's children or friends or whatever it is. So please be aware of being really stuck in your own ideas and not being flexible enough to look at other possible ideas, even when the facts present themselves. I think that's where the area is kind of gray for you. You're like, when you can't really see all the details, you're always going to go with what's in your head. Try and be a little more flexible. I think that the gateway is telling me that you're moving ahead, and you're moving ahead into this place here, Aquarius, that I feel like you've never been before. It feels like a brand new path, and I think you have fear. I think it scares you, even though it's all green and lush. We see the sun in the distance. We have growth. We have vegetation, abundance. I feel it's scary to you. And because you're probably the person who is the survivor, the person who has always had to keep moving forward regardless. And it doesn't matter if I'm bleeding, I'm going to keep walking. And it doesn't matter if they're throwing things at me, I'm going to keep walking. That's sort of the warrior strength that I'm feeling from you here. But I feel like it's time now to use that warrior strength to push yourself through the gateway and give yourself some wiggle room. It's time for you to move forward. You know, instead of being stuck there in a place that really didn't serve you. Going forward here, Temperance in the reverse, feeling scared, feeling like you're unsure, you're in the dark, you're not connected, feeling like things are out of balance. But understand, please, that is the feeling of brand new. It's the feeling of you being the one who's breaking trail. Right? You're not breaking trail for anyone else. You're just breaking trail for you. It's a brand new place and you've never been there before. And I think that you're supposed to be recording it. So this new dawn or this new day is going to have you feeling good, according to Michael Bublé. And I feel like you are to record those feelings as you're coming through this gateway. So as you start to feel more positive about your situation moving forward, and sometimes, you know, it's like the chicken and the egg. Sometimes the journaling will make you happy and sometimes you'll be happily journaling. So I feel like you're supposed to start video blogging or journaling something. Yeah, and I said for your posterity, right? We've got 10 pentacles forever, for the long run. I really feel it's important that you record these things for family, for friends. You know, and in your musings, it might even be love letters to people that you never got to say the things to. There's so much value in journaling. Yeah, for sure. We've got the 6 of Cups in the distance. Well, that changes things a little. We've got the 5 of Pentacles and the 6 of Cups. Well, for some of you, that person that tore your heart out. Yeah. Tore your heart out. This person you've been disconnected from. This person who told you maybe they didn't love you anymore. Or maybe you fell out of love with them. Take it as it resonates. I feel like that's who the soulmate is. So It's going to be different for each of you as to if you want to hear from this person or not. All right. I kind of love this Emperor and Strength together. It does feel like a warrior who the universe is looking down on. Been through a lot of hard times, and that's why you're the Emperor. It's built you to here. You're tough. Yeah. Feminine or masculine, you've been through it. Tell me about the Emperor and Strength, please. Got the Eight of Wands. Got the Moon in the reverse. Interesting. And the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands is Sagittarius, also Aries and Leo in this reading. The Emperor is Aries, by the way. We've got the Moon here, which is Pisces and Cancer. So the Emperor, I feel like things are about to pick up. Something is about to be revealed to you as it pertains to the Queen of Wands. So someone who is maybe Sagittarius or Leo or Aries, someone who could be feminine or masculine. They may have the outward appearance of a woman, but masculine or feminine, right? We don't know. It feels like there's going to be some sort of a reveal. So it feels like something's being revealed to you that you previously didn't know, and I think it will be revealed to you quickly or soon. The Eight of Wands is here. Things are about to move quickly and change quickly. The Moon here being in the reverse to me is almost like the sun. It's like when the Moon is in the reverse, everything comes pouring out. Yeah, you start to see everything in the absolute clarity of what it is, and I think you're going to be getting some truths about a fire sign. That's what it feels like. You're going to get some truth about the fire sign. I feel like this, with this Emperor energy here, it feels as though this is what you need to be strong for. You need to have the strength because something is coming to the surface here about whoever the Queen of Wands is to you. What's coming to the surface, please? Oof. Death is coming to the surface. All right. So I feel like what you're going to learn about somebody here is that it feels like whatever is revealed about them transforms their energy. Whatever the Moon is revealing about the Queen of Wands is transformable. Is that a word? It is what transforms you into the Emperor. Yeah, I think you decide, nope, I'm noping right out of there. There's something that's coming to the surface about this person. And it's really going to change the way you feel about them because the Death card is with the Queen of Wands. It's going to really make you change the way you feel about them. You're going to see something here from another side. I think there were some things that were muddy or in the dark or they hid things and they didn't say something to you. I feel like it's coming to the surface, whatever that thing is. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords. And we have the Sun. It's kind of like I said, you're stepping into an energy or a time in your life that is very different from every other time in your life. We've got the Page of Pentacles. We have the Two of Swords and the Sun. It feels like now that you have movement, it's time to get out of your head. It's time to get out more. It's time to call your friends and see if they want to go for coffee or have lunch. And, even if you're the one that has to extend the invitations for the first round, I'm sure that they will come back to you. It feels like there's a decision to be happy. And I like it. The decision is to let go of whatever it was that happened back here. I think there's some information coming to the surface that you're not going to be happy about. But it made you into the Emperor. It made you step out of this, have some strength, and keep going. And I think that you're making a decision to be happy. And that's really what it is. It is a decision. It doesn't just find you. You really have to decide, regardless of what's going on around the outside of you in your life. It's a decision to be happy, to be joyous about other things. And those other things could be many things, right? Children, family, work, career. There could be many things on the outside. Maybe you're a painter, maybe you're a writer, and there's so many things that you can be grateful for. And I think that's what your new path is about. And I'm not saying you weren't grateful. I'm just saying I think that's your focus, as before I don't think it was. In fact, I think the focus was kind of painful, actually, the focus you had back there. So moving forward bravely, that's what the person who is in the Nine of Wands is, someone who's been hurt a lot, someone who's forged forward anyway. Yeah. Justice is here. There's karmic justice, and it feels like this, you're going to have justice. Yeah, moving forward, getting out there, getting into the sun. It feels like you need to be brave enough to do it. You need to be brave enough to reach out to people, to get out on that trail, to go camping by yourself, to get a cabin. You have to be the one who's brave enough to do it. That's how you're going to get your karmic justice, is you need to be brave enough. And I feel like Temperance is here waiting. I want to say Temperance is like waiting for you to leap. The universe wants you to leap before they catch you with the net. They want to know that your faith is there. So I feel like you need to have the faith of a mustard seed. Yeah, small and mighty. And I think that maybe it intimidates you a little bit, but I do feel like there is a benefit of getting out of the Four of Cups. You can't be there too long. No. Where you're not really showing love, you're not really receiving love. It's a place that's redundant. I don't really want to be in this energy. I feel you have a lot to heal, my friend. Yep, it's time to get out of your head. It's time to realize your worth. It's time to pull away from anything that is not serving you. It's about you. And I think you tend to put other people in front of you, or maybe you give them your energy first before you have energy for yourself. It feels like you usually settle. Like you find something and you settle because it is the sure thing and you're the fixed sign. It feels like sometimes you can be prone to settle. But I want to say with the Temperance in reverse, that is the warning, right? Don't settle. Don't settle. Get out there. And whether you're going camping or to a cottage or whatever it is, or just simply extending a hand to a friend, someone you haven't spoken with in a long time, and just saying, hey, do you want to meet out for a coffee, or you want to meet me in the park? Or yeah. I feel like the Empress, if that's you, if that's your energy, you could have Libra or Taurus energy. It feels like that you're the person who's decided that you need to come out of your head. And I love that. You do need to come out of your head. And, seeing your own worth is important as well, because that when you don't see your worth, that's when you settle. So I feel like getting out of your head is going to allow you to see your worth. You'll be focused on things that are of nourishing value, right? Going on paths of nourishment. I feel like it changes you altogether. I feel like if you're someone who's going on the physical journey, like if you decided you're buying, like doing an Eat, Pray, Love thing and buying 3 tickets somewhere in the world and then traveling to find yourself, that's what this energy feels like. It feels like I'm abundant enough. I can do it. I don't have to settle. I'm brave. I can do what I want. I can go out on this path. It doesn't matter if there's no one else there, because there isn't. All that's there is in the distance is the sun, the breakthrough, the realization and the clarity that you need to move forward. So I think that as you're going through this sort of self-revolution, yeah, I think as you're going through a revolution, I just heard the Beatles in my head. Well, you say you want a revolution. Well, it feels like you need to get up and make the revolution. So I think you're supposed to record the revolution. That's what it feels like here. And what? Wow. Look, I'm saying this. If you're the person who's deciding you're going to start journaling today and writing things down, that is going to be gold. You're going to make money from that in the future. That is going to be gold. We've got the star, we get the world, and we have the Wheel of Fortune. Look, you stop hoping and you start doing. You say to the universe, I'm ready. Here I am with my pen in hand, backpack on my back. I'm ready to invest in myself and figure out who I am. I'm no longer going to settle for anything. I am the Empress. I am the person who has the worth here. You're not going to go through this anymore. I think whatever you find out about this person, whoever they are, platonic or romantic, really pisses you off because it confirms a suspicion that you had way back there. So I want to say that going in the future, I feel like the Wheel of Fortune being here says you're on the right path, my friend. You're in this self-revolution phase, and I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 20 to 105. You're in this revolution sort of phase. Like, it's time for me to do things for me. I'm going to stop hoping for it. I'm going to close chapters I don't need, and then I'm going to say to the universe, give me change. And it's going to come because it's divine timing. It's a fated time. And I feel like it's the recording that you're doing here is for your posterity. Look, it might even get you some attention and money. It feels like money's about to go off the hook because it feels like when you write down your most intimate thoughts, it feels like it's something that ends up being published like a memoir or something. That's what it feels like. Yeah, amazing. All right. We've got the Hierophant. And we've got the Knight of Wands. You've learned your lesson, right? Yeah. I think there was somebody who gave you no stability in a commitment situation. And I think you learned your lesson. I think you've gained really a lot of wisdom from that. I feel like it's taken you a long time to heal, though, because you thought it was a 10 of Cups situation. Yeah. That might be the thing that sends you on the revolution, my friend. All right. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'm going to go for now, Aquarius. I will be back because I love you and I'm always back. Love you guys. Bye-bye.